you quitting YouTube? Did you get plastic surgery? Are you still getting married? 2020 came and a lot of shit happened. So a couple of weeks, months back, I asked on Instagram for you guys to submit your juiciest questions. And then I realized, hold up, I haven't done a regular Q&A on this channel in a hot minute. So while I did include some juicy questions in this Q&A, I left the juiciest ones out for the next time because there are still some basics that we have to go over, but do not fret. This is still spicy, okay? I'm answering some hot questions. All the topics that I'm talking about today are things I talk about and share on Instagram. So I share most of my daily life and everything about my life on my main Instagram account, Vicky Justiz. So I do also have a fitness Instagram account that's more for like workout clips, workout ideas, recipes, blah, blah, blah. But for my regular life, you wanna go ahead and follow Vicky Justiz. Yeah, okay. So let's get into the first question. I've got my questions lined up right here. So number one question is, how old are you and how long have you been working out? So I'm gonna answer this question, and the timing is impeccable because my birthday is actually next week. Wait, no, it's this week from when you guys are watching this video. So before I answer how old I am, I want to give you a second, you know, we'll put a little pause, and I want you to comment down below how old you think I am, okay? So don't Google it, don't try to like go back on my YouTube videos to find it, just answer whatever you think, it'll be fun. So I'm gonna reveal my age, and it is 27. So I am turning 27 this week. Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm 27. I feel in my soul that I'm still like 23, maybe younger. So that same person asked, how long have you been working out? Someone else asked, how often do you actually work out? So I got a lot of these questions. My workout schedule really varies from week to week. Okay, so it depends how much filming I have to do, whether it's for YouTube or for my app. It just depends on a million factors. There are some weeks where working out is just not my priority. If I have like a big work project I need to work on, because even though I'm an online trainer, a lot of my work is me sitting behind a computer. So yeah, I try to aim for at least twice a week of like working out booty. I also try to stay active by going on runs, doing yoga, like taking yoga classes, playing tennis, which I actually haven't played in a while, but I just try to stay active the best I can. But honestly, it's a little bit all over the place. I try to do as much as I can right now. My ideal scenario would be doing weights like for booty around twice a week and doing cardio around 2 to 3 times a week, and also incorporating like body weight, you know, upper body and ab sessions along with my cardio days. Next question, what are your body measurements? What is your height, weight, and measurements? My goodness, people ask this question so many times. So my height is 5'3", a little bit on the short side. My weight fluctuates. Right now it's around 124, but it can fluctuate anywhere from like 124 to 130. So I always land somewhere there, and just remember that everybody carries their weight totally differently. Measurements, I'm a 32C, I think, or 32D, I'm not sure. Base is around a 25, depending how much I ate that day, it can go up to 26. If it's early in the morning, it might be a 24, I don't know. And hips, I haven't measured in a long time, guys. It's probably like 38 or something, I'm not sure. But remember, everybody carries their measurements around differently as well. It depends on your height, the width of your rib cage, your natural bone structure. All that matters is that you look in the mirror and you like what you see. Next question, are you still getting married? So I haven't wanted to address this for a long time because I didn't have anything to say. I didn't really have any updates to give, but I can finally say and announce we are getting married in 2023. So for those of you that don't know, I did get engaged in 2019. Yeah, girl. That's a long time ago. It feels like forever ago. I think I had the longest engagement of like anyone that I know. Actually, all my friends that got engaged after me are already getting married before me. But you know what? It doesn't matter because I love being engaged. Like, I love saying I have a fiance. I love it. When I say husband, it just makes me feel so old, you know? Like, I love the word fiance, and I'm loving the wedding planning process. To me, the most important thing was that we enjoyed this process of being engaged. We enjoyed wedding planning, and actually, obviously, the wedding was delayed because of COVID. And if it wasn't for COVID, we might have gotten married earlier because we do want to get married in Italy. It's a destination wedding. However, it was actually a blessing in disguise because during this time, instead of focusing on the wedding, we instead launched Daily Thrive app, and we were able to buy a house that we live in, which probably would not have happened if we would have put our funds and our focus on weddings. So finally, we are going venue scouting next month in March to Italy. It's gonna be so fun. I have the most amazing wedding planner. She is an angel. I'm so excited to find some venues, and I will be kind of covering my wedding planning journey over on my Instagram account. So make sure you give it a follow if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Yay. Next question was probably the most asked question of this Q&A, and it's about babies. Children soon, baby plans, when are you gonna have kids? Oh my goodness, it's like us women are made to be these baby making machines. Come on. So babies, not really in the plans for any time soon. Like, there's still so much that we want to accomplish, me and Johnny, not just as a couple, but also in our business, in our work, in our life. And I just feel like we're not ready to take that step, to put all of our full focus on kids. We've got Freya and Loki. We have got the app that we just launched, and it just still has so much more room to grow. And I'm just really not in a rush. Like, I think it's gonna be around 4 to 5 years before we even start trying or start thinking about kids, and we are both absolutely fine with that. Another common question I got was, have you ever been on birth control and does it affect your gains? So birth control and me, a funny little story relationship. I have been on birth control since I was 15. I was straight on birth control for like 6-7 years. So then I finally decided to get off birth control because I just felt like it was affecting my mental health and my emotions. And ever since getting off birth control, I felt like such a different person. Obviously, well, not obviously, because some of you may not know this, but I still have anxiety and I still have my issues, of course. But I feel like birth control just exacerbated the problem so much because it was hormonal birth control, like the pill. And I have plenty of friends that are still on birth control and they love it and it doesn't affect them. But for me personally, that was not the vibe. So I was on pills, I tried the NuvaRing, they all affected me. Like anything with hormones in my body, we just did not mix. So ever since birth control, we've just been letting Jesus take the wheel, you know? Next question, and this is a bit of a serious one, so let's get into it. Someone asked, have you ever had suicidal thoughts? If yes, how did you overcome it? Or have you ever felt like you were wasting your time, like you don't have fun like you should, like you don't have many friends? So my whole life, I've considered myself a genuinely very happy person. Like the happy hormones, I got a lot of them. I get excited easy. I love looking towards the future. I just have like a lot of energy. I love it. Then 2020 came and a lot of shit happened, okay? A lot of shit. And the pandemic was like the least of the worries. I did do like kind of a life update video back in 2020 when Johnny got hospitalized, he had to get brain surgery, he was diagnosed with MS, and then we lost a bunch of loved ones, and 2020 just put us through the ringer, okay? And throughout 2020, I kind of handled it pretty well, but I guess it was a delayed response because in 2021, I started having panic attacks, like out of nowhere, full on, send you to the ER, crazy panic attacks. And these panic attacks would also result in me feeling anxiety. Like, I'm an anxious person. I tend to be anxious, but I would get into these states of anxiety where my throat just felt like it was closed up for like weeks at a time. It's like that feeling of like there's something in your throat and it's tighter than usual and you can't breathe and there's a heaviness in your chest. And it's like you're in a constant state of fight or flight. Like it's under your skin and you feel it. I don't even know how to describe it to you, but I did do a post on my Instagram describing how it felt. So if you want to read that, that's on Instagram. I was dealing with that. I started therapy. I was getting better, but it would still come and go. And at one point, this anxiety turned into like a little bit of a depression. It wasn't like I was diagnosed with full-on depression or anything, but my therapist did say that it is pretty common for anxiety to turn into depression and vice versa because they're so like closely related. And the depression was just happening because I was so frustrated that I kept getting these panic attacks and kept getting into these frustrated states. I mean, these anxious states. And I just kind of felt like, what is the point to living if I'm gonna feel this way all the fucking time? Or if not all the time, why should I live if I have to always be on the lookout? When is this gonna happen next? Like, it was just such a horrible feeling. It's not like I had like an actual suicidal thought that I contemplated, like, you know, I'm gonna do this or I don't wanna be here anymore. But I definitely started questioning like, what is the point of being here? And it was kind of a scary feeling, like feeling that. I'm much better now, of course. I've been going to therapy, like I'm still getting better, but it was definitely scary to like start to spiral into that world. We are getting better. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's definitely a journey. I've been like really working hard on prioritizing my mental health and prioritizing my happiness, because what else do we have in this life if we don't have our happiness and our mental health? Like, so yeah, that was the last 2 years. Next question number 6. Someone asked, why don't you ever talk about the rest of your family and or Cuban and Russian cultures? And also, how was your relationship with your parents? On Instagram, I'm very open about my life and what I do, but I do respect other people's privacy and other people's boundaries. So I'm not like putting my family and my close friends out there like that all the time. Not necessarily that they told me they don't want me to, but it's just when I see my family and like I'm hanging out with them, I'm just having such a good time. I'm in the moment. I'm not on my phone. I'm just trying to spend quality time with them. So I'm not really like actively trying to make content or take pictures of them or post them or anything like that. But I do have a big Cuban/Russian family. So I was born in Russia. My whole Russian side of the family is still there. My Cuban side of the family lives here in Miami, and it's a huge extended family. We're always having family parties, seeing each other on the weekends. It's a lot of fun. I love being part of the Cuban culture. And the Russian side of the family is like a completely different culture. So it's, you know, got a little bit of both, got a little bit of spice. But yeah, it's not that I don't want to talk about them. It's just whenever I'm with them, I'm always just enjoying myself so much. I'm not sharing it on social media. And then how was your relationship with your parents? My relationship with my parents is amazing. My parents are still together, happily married. I see them every weekend. They don't live far from me, probably like 30-minute drive. So yeah, they made me, so it's fantastic. Grateful to them for doing that. Next question, are you quitting YouTube? Well, obviously I'm here making this video, so I'm not, but I did kind of stop posting on YouTube as much for a while. I got a little bit frustrated with the algorithm, with like how much clickbait content was being pushed forth on YouTube, and also my attention was kind of diverted once I launched the app. I was putting so much effort into the app that YouTube kind of went on the back burner, but that is changing this year. Like I really want to focus on YouTube again, not just necessarily on making workouts, but connecting with you guys in a deeper way, making more videos like this, more like vlog style content, and just having fun on YouTube. I think I put too much pressure on myself before on YouTube, where like every video had to be good, it had to be like super, you know, what everybody wants to see. I was just putting too much pressure on myself, honestly, and comparing myself to other people. Like it just became a little bit of a toxic place for me to post, but I've kind of let go of all that now. Like I'm just gonna post what makes me happy, what you guys want to see, and just have fun, you know? Next question, did you get plastic surgery? So I did have on my channel a long time ago my boob job story video. I had to take it down because it had copyrighted music in it, and then it got flagged, you know, YouTube, whatever. I've been wanting to make another one talking about my experience. It's just, it was so long ago. I got my boobs done almost 10 years ago now. I was 18. Like as soon as I turned 18, I was like, I'm there. I wanted boobs for so long and I had like nothing. So that is pretty much the only plastic surgery I've had done to myself. It's my boobs, and I'm super happy with them. I love the decision that I made. I was still happy with my body before I got my boobs done, but I just felt like it would help balance out, especially when my booty was growing, and just made me happy. So I did it. Next question kind of goes with the plastic surgery question. Do you have fillers? So I do have under eye fillers. I don't know if you can see my under eyes. Actually, this, you know, you can't see it from this angle, but they are kind of starting to go away. I need a refill, but I've always had, it's genetic, I've always had a really bad under eye, like, it's not that they're bags, but it's like creases because I have a loss of volume there. It's like since I was little, I've always had that. So I do get under eye fillers. I get them like about once a year, once every 2 years, because they kind of last longer than other kind of fillers. I'm pretty happy with the results. Obviously, it doesn't fix the problem completely because I still have hyperpigmentation and other issues that I have to fix with makeup, but it does help a lot with me not looking so tired all the damn time. Even if I sleep a lot, it's like the shiners are always there, you know? And also the doctor told me that it could be my allergies as well, but the nasal spray that's supposed to help with allergies, Flonase, can actually make anxiety worse. So hooray for me, trying to figure out other options to kind of help with that. Also, I do want to talk about Botox, because Botox kind of goes with the whole fillers thing. I did start getting baby Botox, like preventative Botox in my forehead because I was getting really bad forehead lines as a result of never wearing sunscreen when I was younger. I know, it's terrible. But I did start getting wrinkles, so I got a little bit of baby Botox on my forehead, and I got a little bit of baby Botox on my smile lines to like help prevent the wrinkles from forming deeper. We're almost done. Almost done. Next question is, what's the meaning behind your tattoos? Okay, so I've got a tattoo on my wrist. So this one is actually a friendship tattoo. So it's with my group of like middle school best friends. We all met in middle school and we're still friends to this day. Well, most of us, but yes, we're still friends to this day. And the coordinates lead to my best friend's house. Well, not her house, her mom's house, where we all hung out together all the time. Like I basically grew up there. So many memories there. Something to signify signify this strong female bond that we had. And yeah, love this tattoo. And then I've got my birds on my back, which I don't feel like showing you right now because I'm wearing a shirt. But the birds, I got them as soon as I was 18. But swallows represent a lot of things, but mostly they basically represent no matter how far you go from home, how far you travel, you will always return to your home. And for me, the home is like myself, in my heart, my soul, who I am as a person. Yeah, there's like a bunch of meaning for them, but they also look cute. And then I have one on my foot. You see it? It says Pura Vida. I got it in Costa Rica. I know, very basic of me, I know. But that was one of my favorite like travel trips ever. We actually did vlog it on like Johnny's channel, which used to be Bottle Wine for Two, but now it's just Johnny's YouTube channel. He never uploads, so please go bother him and tell him to upload more. Oh my god, look, there's spray. But we did vlog it. It was such an amazing trip, and we just wanted to get something to symbolize that trip, and what a good time we had. So if you want to check that video out, you can do that. And that's about it for tattoos for me, and probably forever, because this tattoo on my foot hurt so much. They had to hold me down like I was getting my leg amputated. I did not, you know those little cute neat foot tattoos? No, don't do it. It hurts so much because this area is so bony and so sensitive. So maybe never want to get a tattoo again. Like, I'm not even kidding. And last question, because this Q&A is taking a long time. If you were not into wellness, what do you think your career would be? So before I went into this whole fitness wellness space, actually, first, when I started college, I wanted to be a neuroscientist or a psychiatrist. I wasn't sure which one, but I just loved the brain and psychology and figuring out how the brain works. And I realized that this is not the lifestyle I want to have. Like, I wanted something more fun, more creative. So I went into event management and design. So basically doing big festivals, big events. I was learning interior design, graphic design, the whole design scheme. And I fell in love with it. So probably if I wasn't into wellness, I would want to be any kind of designer, whether it's a graphic designer, whether it's an interior designer, whether it's even a photographer, like anything creative, I think I would love so much. But I'm here, you know, this opportunity came to me, and I'm able to use all those creative things in my life today. So I'm very, very grateful for that. So guys, that wraps up today's Q&A. Holy moly, I did not think I would talk for that long, but I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. Hopefully it'll let you get to know me a little bit better. And I'll definitely be doing a follow-up Q&A with the juicier questions. Like, if you can believe it, there are juicier questions in this. Yeah, and they all revolve around one thing. Y'all are nasty. But, you know, gotta give the people what they want. And if you want to participate in the next, you know, Q&A of asking the question, you can do that on my Instagram. That's where I'll be asking, you know, to submit the questions. So make sure you give it a follow. Let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comments below. And you can let me know if we have something in common, you know, something that you learned from me today. Let me know. I want to see what we have in common. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that red button, and I will see you guys next time.